What's up, guys? It's your boy Darkskin, and today we got a lot of interesting things to talk about. So, if you guys don't know, 20 minutes ago, Tower Fantasy tweeted out, "Thank you for sticking with Tower Fantasy. We want to address some popular questions among Wanderers." And then they have a link right here that's going to take us to a different screen. Now, this screen right here has some really interesting stuff for a lot of people. Now, I know today is October 1st, but you got to realize that Hada is in China, and them being in China, it is the second for them technically. Even though it says October 1st here, it says October 2nd. But anyway, dear Wanderers, we thank you for your continued support. TOF team here. It's been a while, so you may think, fine, they don't care. We do care. So basically, this first line is just saying, hey, we do care. We're working hard, you know, etc., etc. Right here, we've conducted some in-game events in the past month, and thank you all for your participation. We'll keep working on new interesting events and enrich the game contents. On the other hand, we also realized that some feedback about the frequency regarding these events that makes Wanderers stressful. Okay, we admit that we have the ambitious goal of giving global Wanderers the latest game experience by catching up with the progress of the CN version. However, we will also consider adjusting the event schedule accordingly to provide you with a more comfortable experience. Now, I've been talking about this, a lot of content creators have been talking about this, but this is the thing, and I'm not comparing CN to global, but CN got to 2.0 in like 6 months, 6 or 7 months or something like that. Global is going to get to 2.0 in 3 months, 3 or 4 months. So that means that CN had roughly double the amount of time that Global had, because if we get there in 3 and they got there in 6, they've had 3 extra months to grind out characters, weapon materials, resources, and then that's 6 or 3 months more worth of events that are giving out dark crystals, you know, summons, etc. So it's like with CN having 3 extra months on top of, you know, what Global would have, they've had so much more time to prepare for banners and everything like that. So for Global, a lot of people, me included, feel like we should be getting, and this is not to be greedy, but if we are going to be speed running all of the content to get to 2.0 or to catch up with CN, we need to be getting more rewards. Because if we have 2 banners or 3 banners in the amount of time that CN has 1 or 2, we have to summon a lot more, we have to grind a lot more, we have to do so much more. We should be getting more rewards, at least until we catch up. So the fact that they are looking at that and thinking about that is a very, very good sign. I'm glad that they're looking at this. I can't wait to see what they eventually do, if they do or whatever they do. But yeah, the fact that we are moving so fast, we should get more rewards, right? Getting half the rewards that CN got because they played twice as long, but we're going at the same pace, doesn't really make sense. Now that we've talked about that, with the mention of Tower Fantasy CN version, we also want to talk about collaboration characters that were frequently discussed these days. The team really appreciates your enthusiasm for these characters. Unfortunately, the global version may not be able to provide these characters due to copyright barriers. However, we may work on other collaboration events and characters in the future. Please stay tuned. So, what everyone was saying about Bayuki and Mark coming to the game pretty much have been confirmed. The only way they can come to the game now is if they get past those copyright barriers, and generally if there's a copyright barrier up and you don't get past it initially, that pretty much just means that you're not getting past it. Because the fact that CN was able to get these characters, especially so early on, and that Global was not able to get these characters already 2 months in, we're probably not getting past those copyright barriers. So we're probably not getting that collab. But they did say that they're going to be working on potentially getting other collabs. So we could get a completely different series or different characters or different show. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I think that's going to be really, really cool. Because I don't even know what anime Bayuki and Mark are from, number 1. Number 2, listen, I know Mark was meta, but he is the most dull looking character in the game. The man's weapon is a pistol and a knife. Like, and obviously he goes into his mech. I'm sorry, Mark just looks whack. So if we get other characters, they can't be worse than that. I will take it. Game experience adjustment and optimization is a long-term task that we're working on, hoping to involve your participation. We're reviewing your feedback and suggestions carefully and taking active action on the implementation. Right, so basically, they're just, you know, they're listening to feedback. Right here it says, we've observed Wanderers' discussions about the respawn time of the new world bosses on Artificial Island. They said that they're going to revise the respawn logic and then in a later version to make it similar to other world bosses. So basically, and this is not confirmed, but basically what they're saying is we are probably going to just give them the same respawn timers as every other world boss. And world bosses respawn what? Every 10 minutes? I think? 15? I don't know the exact time, but you'll be able to, basically you'll be able to grind this multiple times in one day. So that means that our artificial island is going to excel a lot faster as well, which is going to be nice because we didn't have 6 months to grind artificial island before 2.0, etc. So I think that's going to be really good. This article is too short to include all the questions, etc., etc., etc. Basically, they're saying, you know, we appreciate the community. We're listening to you guys' feedback. We plan to keep on doing everything that we can, etc., blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I think that this is a very, very good dev report, right? They talked about the collab, how we're probably not getting it, but we're potentially going to get other ones, right? They've talked about the rate, how fast we're going to catch up to CN and how we should be getting more rewards. And they've talked about the boss respawn timers on Artificial Island. I think these are all really, really good changes. And this is just going to make the game even better. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys did in the comment section below. That being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.